It's a rough day when you wake up and realize that your mom is one of your haters. So I started posting a little bit of a different style of content. Maybe a couple of weeks back, posted some funny videos, some comedic stuff, even some lifestyle stuff, or just more like opinionated stuff, I guess, as well. Here, I don't really do comedic stuff, but it's mainly on my Instagram and my TikTok. And sometimes when you make things that are funny content or comedic content, they come off a bit brash. They come off a bit vulgar, demeaning, etc. But it's comedy. Like it's a joke, similar to the stand-up comedians that go on stage and they say the wildest shit to get laughs, to get reactions, and to get people kind of like fired up, right? You want to say extra harsh, extra vulgar stuff to get people to listen and laugh and, oh my God, I can't believe he said that, blah, 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 right? And so I posted a video that was a comedic little skit I made where it was like me, but I was two different outfits dressing as different characters. And my mom messaged me and said, like, that's super demeaning. You shouldn't post content like that, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, thinking to myself, you're basically a hater in that sense, right? I mean, not in the sense that it was coming from a good place, obviously. I mean, my mom have a very close relationship, so it's not like that. But she wants obviously what's best for me, wants to look out for me, whatever. So as my mom, she's gonna message me like, hey, I don't think you should really like post content like that. That doesn't come off well, blah, 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 blah. But it's funny because I think if she wasn't my mother and she was a random person that just felt called to say something, she would be a hater. She'd be right there in the comments like, you shouldn't post stuff like this. How dare you call women blah, 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 blah. Like I was just like, damn, like this is almost like the equivalent of my mom being a hater in my comment section. That's essentially what it is. And it's funny because it's like, obviously I don't make content for my mom, right? Like I make content for me, maybe people similar to me, anyone out there who resonates. I don't expect my parents to be my fans and love my content. I don't expect my close friends to be my fans and like my content. Ultimately, like I make content and the goal is that a ton of strangers really like my content, not the people that I know. And I don't make it for them. I make it for me. So that's an interesting thing that's going on. She hates, well, I wouldn't say she hates, but she dislikes the content that I have posted that is either fat shaming or is, I guess, demeaning towards women, even though it's in a comedic frame, right? And I think in the frame of the comedic thing, like, I believe, it's my opinion, which I am very much entitled to, you can say whatever the fuck you want in a comedic frame. Like, it's like the same thing when people are hating on stand-up comedians who come out with a new special or come out with a new bit or whatever, and it's like racist or sexist or demeaning or whatever. It's like, it's a fucking joke. They are getting paid to get on stage and say a bunch of bullshit that's not real. That's not true. Like, take a fucking chill pill. Like, we don't need to be so serious about it. Oh, well, how dare you, hand on the hip, and oh, well, blah, blah, blah. It's a fucking joke. It's called comedy. Okay? Like, goddamn. Now, second piece I want to touch on, the fat shaming stuff. I mean, I can kind of understand a little bit, oh, I don't like the fat shaming, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, but it's like, I just don't support obesity in any way. And I'll shit on it. Because, like, I just don't believe you should ever be fucking fat. Like, eat healthy, eat less, do some research about what's going on with your body, move more, or do the opposite. A lot of people, like, eat way too little, do too much movement, and then they mess up their metabolism, and then they can't lose weight. So do the opposite. Like, bottom line, figure it out regardless. You shouldn't be obese. It's super unhealthy. It's not good. I don't support body positivity or any of that in any way, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to fluff it. And if anything, like I might throw something out there and be like, yeah, fuck it. Fuck fat people. Fuck this and that. It's like, not in the sense of like actually fuck fat people, like they're horrible, like never be friends with them, don't even talk to them. Not at all. And I would never be rude to anyone either. I in no way am gonna go up to people or be like, hey, you're fucking fat, you suck, I'm gonna put you down in person. No, definitely not ever gonna do that. That's incredibly rude, inhumane, like it's just not a good thing to do in general. But in terms of just like throwing something out there on content or just like speaking my opinion of just like, you shouldn't be fucking fat or like blah, 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 saying, you know, not being extra sensitive about like fat, whatever. Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm just gonna throw that out there. And if you don't agree that that's how I should communicate about obesity, like, okay, whatever. Like, I guess we'll just add you to the list of haters. Like, there's so many. I'm just going to live unapologetically me and say what I want to say and live how I want to live. I am totally okay with the fact that not everyone is going to be down. Not everyone is going to agree with me. People are going to hate. People are going to shit on it. People are going to comment. People are going to give their 2 cents. And that is okay. We can agree to disagree. You don't like how I fucking say things? Okay. I probably don't like how you say things. You don't like how I live my life? You want to live under a rock and, you know, just, you know, coddle everybody. Oh, it's okay that you're fat. It's okay that you stuff your face all the time. And oh, don't ever make a joke about somebody's gender or race or this or that, because how dare you add some comic relief into this world? How dare you make a joke and laugh at somebody else's expense? Oh, how dare you? It's like, come on, people. Grow up. Get some thick fucking skin. I'm out here posting fucking videos, exploiting myself and allowing, actually sometimes welcoming hate into my life. Like, grow some thick skin. Grow up. Don't take offense for other people. Like, that is the silliest thing to me as well. When somebody takes offense for another person. Like a guy defending something that's like sexist against women or vice versa. It's like, you're not even the one who's at the expense of what's being said. How are you going to take offense for that? You know, like just doesn't agree. Doesn't resonate with me. So hate in the comment, go drop it down right now. Whatever you do, run it up, hate it up, disagree, agree, whatever. Join the conversation. I don't give a shit because I have thick skin. I'm just gonna live how I wanna live and say what I wanna say. And guess what? It's a free world in a country with free speech, and you can comment and say whatever the fuck you wanna say also. Have a great rest of your weekend, day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. Cheers.